Hello guys, and thank you so much for coming to another one of my videos. Today I am actually going to play Krasher for you. I actually don't remember playing this champion for you guys, but I do remember that he was once available on the free rotation, and I actually did like this champion. Um, Let me go ahead and start like always with the passive. The passive that he has, of course, I'm not gonna give you the exact right information because from what I remember and what I read last time, it was that whenever he attacks or uses an ability on an enemy, he actually causes a debuff that is called crumble defense. It just reduces, oh, there you go. It reduces the defense of the enemy for 3 seconds. Now, something you have to know about this is that you only can apply it to one enemy at a time. So that's a thing to keep in mind. Now, the first ability that I do level up is going to be my first ability. What it does is that it increases my attack speed and it gives me a buff for the next three basic attacks. What it does is just attacks faster. It gives me life when I attack. The first hit heals me, and then my third hit hits the ground, and it actually makes the enemy knock up into the air. Now the second ability, it dashes to the enemy, and you apply the oh baby, you apply the crumble defense on the enemy. So because you have that very long dash, you can kind of dash to the enemies and kind of ignore having mobility at first, because you may not rely on it as much as you would do with other champions. So the first ability, it's a buff, increases your damage. I'm sorry, it increases your attack speed. It gives you a heal effect on the first hit that you give, and the third hit, it's a knockup. Let's see if we can get it here. Now the problem here is that since he can make me blind, I am going to lose some of the effect that I may get with this ability. So I don't want to spam it too often, but it is the ability that I level up first. The second ability is just very nice because it allows you to close the gap between you and your enemy, and the ultimate is very nice as well. It creates like an explosion. It sends everyone flying, like knockback, and the cool thing about it is that it deals good damage. But something that you have to keep in mind is that if you have the crumble effect on the enemy, it's not gonna knock it back. So what you can do is you can dash to one specific champion that you want to deal damage to, and since you can only apply that crumble defense to one specific target at a time, once you use your ultimate, you're gonna be able to send them all flying outside the range except your target. So that's gonna be very good to keep a squishy champion close to you. Now I have enough damage to take him down, so that's what I'll do. I just get the buffs and use my ultimate as soon as I can, so that way I can kind of secure the kill. Now he knew that I was here, so he wanted to attack me because he did have more HP than I did, but I was ready to be able to use my ultimate. Now I do use my one on the tower because I'm also able to attack faster. If you level it up to level 4, it actually gives you 70 attack speed. So what I do is I kind of focus my build on attack damage, then I get attack speed. Now I did got the attack speed boots just because I felt like I kind of wanted to have the boots, but I am going to go ahead and change it. You know what? No, I'm not going to get Blade of Energy on this champion. Or should I keep it that way? Yeah, I will keep it. The one that I don't want it was on Takluku, something like that. That's the name of the other champion that I want to play as well. But since my game is not working for multi-touch, it's really hard to play that champion like that. So, oh, it also applies as low. The ultimate also applies as low, and it gives you a buff for a few seconds. You can go ahead and read it later. I honestly don't remember the exact effect because I don't play this champion that often. Oh, kill on the baby. So yeah. This champion is very good. I do like to build a bruiser. I do get some defense. I do get some lifesteal going on because he has a lot of sustain. Now, if you want to go for a burst build, you can build critical rate and critical damage. It's very good because you do still get lifesteal from your one. So that's going to be a very good thing to keep around. Now, the first items that I would get with this champion. The first ones, of course, I start with silver spear because I want to get damage. But some of the time, if I know that I will be taking a lot of damage, what I try to do is I usually go for for Shield of Endurance and Sword of Rage, because it allows me to stay longer in the battlefield. So that's a good start in 3v3 matches as well. Now, about 5v5s, I don't play 5v5, so I would not be able to tell you that. But yeah, with that start, it's very good. Now, since he can make me blind, there's no point of me trying to attack the core, so I would not be able to do that, so I just fall back. Now, core item for this champion, I actually do like the recommended build for this champion. This is, I think, the only champion that I do like the recommended build. I like to start with items that are gonna give me more sustain. So Power of the Gods is gonna be a good option because it's gonna allow me to have more mana, more HP, more movement speed, and on top of that, it's gonna give me an amazing passive. It does give me attack damage, so it's gonna be a good thing. I do use it with Blade of Energy because I like the effect that I get from it. Ever since I noticed that it was very effective to have both of them together, I decided to use it in different champions that I would normally build Bruiser, so I can increase my damage and just keep more damage coming in from my attacks. Now, one build that can help you a lot is gonna be to get Preeminence, get Power of the Gods, and get Proxy Bow, because those three items are gonna give you very good synergy with the abilities that you have, because you're gonna have critical rate, which is gonna have an amazing impact in your gameplay because it's gonna be able to deal more damage. Another thing that you have to keep in mind is that you have to play very, very well with your ultimate, because you can decide whether to knock up someone or whether just to have it cause some damage on the enemy. Now, if you reduce the enemy's defense and you have critical rate, you're gonna deal so much damage. It's just amazing, guys. Now, the build, I am going to go ahead and share one on my Facebook page because I have mixed feelings about the builds that I like on this champion, because sometimes I do like to run Executioner in this champion because it does give me more HP, more cooldown reduction, and it gives me the amazing passive that I can reduce the defense of the enemy for 5 seconds, I believe, and it can stack 5 times. I believe it's 25% defense reduction, and since he has Crumble, which is his passive, you're going to be able to reduce the enemy's defense even further. So that's going to be very effective, because once you reduce the enemy's defense, the towers and the units are going to deal more damage in the end to the enemy. Now, the build that I have right now, it is usually what I run mid game. If I have a lot of problems, I will run some defensive items because I like to have this champion as a bruiser like. So I do build some utility, some damage, and then some defense. Let me tell you what I like to build. I like to have, for defensive items, I do like to get, in this case, Royal Shield, because it reduces the movement speed of the enemy. It allows me to attack them, it allows me to keep attacking them even more because I can dash to the enemy as well. So that's gonna be a thing. I do like Royal Shield. For defensive items, I do like to get also Elven Armor, because it increases the healing effect of your first ability. Now, for attack speed, I don't really rely a lot on attack speed because your first ability is going to allow you to attack even faster. So what I can do, I can get Power of the Gods, I can also get Reaper Sight, and then I can get another attack item, for example, like Executioner, because I do want the extra HP, I do want the extra cooldown reduction, so that's gonna have 20% cooldown reduction together with Elven Armor. Now, for movement speed, I can go ahead and get Agility Shoes because that's my favorite item. But for you guys, if you want to have more attack speed, you can get the attack speed shoes. If you want to have more defense, you can go for the defensive boots. That way, you would actually have some CC built into the build. So, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I will make that build available on my Facebook page. I just need to go home and be able to do it because I need to use my computer. So guys, remind me later on the comment section to have the build available, but remind me on let's say on Monday. No, remind me on Monday. The following Monday, today is the 26th, is Friday, 27th, 29th. On the 29th, I should be able to go home so I can go ahead and make those builds available for you guys. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoy it and have a great day.